I'll start recording. And it's already time. So I think we can start. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining. Good afternoon, everybody. So please remember in the chat box, I have prepared two questions for you. I will be glad to see some information about yourself. Please answer. And let's start. So today, we are going to speak about the impact of MUN on students' communication skills. And let me introduce myself. I'm an English teacher at Nazarbayev Intellectual School in Astana, and I'm working at Nazarbayev Intellectual Schools more than 10 years. And for more than 3 years, I'm a coordinator of MUN Club. About 2 years, I'm an active member of Casualty Association. I have been a coordinator in Astana for more than 1 year, and now I am a director of association and head of grants. So, and today's focus will be on our students and our lessons. So I see that Balon is from Almaty. Hello, Balon. So I'm not sure about correct pronunciation. So Rozil Armiza Shamsir from Malaysia. I'm secondary school teacher. Okay, welcome. So I have heard that my session at Casualty conference was interesting one, and I was glad to hear that. And I really appreciate the opportunity to share my experience with you online because we know that online we have more opportunity to join and to listen more information and learn. So let's start. And as usually, some information about webinar objectives. It is expected that by the end of today's session, you will be able to understand how MUN improves key communication skills. First, of course, I'll explain what MUN is. Then we'll have time to experience active immune-inspired strategies to foster engagement, and you will see which elements of MUN you can use in your practice on your lessons. And reflect on how to implement or improve MUN in your schools. If you'd like to manage this club, I'll be happy to help you. So how to participate today? Use the chat for questions. You're free to send your questions to the chat. Okay, good afternoon, Aitolhan. Really happy to see you. I haven't been involved in MUN before. So, and react with, you know how to use reactions in Zoom, I think. And raise your hand if you'd like to ask questions using your microphone. And there will be some breakout rooms. I would like to ask you to be active during break room sessions because there you'll be given an opportunity to practice more. I hope that everything is clear now. So please send me any reactions that everything is clear, the sound is good. You know, the connection is something that we cannot control. So thank you, Aytolhan. What about others? Okay, let's continue. So mhm. Let's start. Let's start. And usually, thank you, Balvan. I see that you have answered in the chat. Okay, so as usual, we're going to start with a warm-up, as what do you usually do at your lessons. And today you have one country. So I will give you a country randomly. So please, Balvan, you're going to represent the USA. USA. Rosil or Ruzil, I'm sorry. So you're going to represent Malaysia because you're from Malaysia, and I think you will be able to share some information with us about Malaysia. Aitolhan, you're going to represent the country Russia. Please remember your country, it's very important. Linuria, hello, how are you doing? Really happy to see you there. So Linuria, you're going to represent the country. Let me think. China. We need to take some Asian countries. Linuria, you're going to represent China. Janirke, good afternoon. Happy to see you here. Janirke, you're going to represent Kazakhstan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So let's check again that everybody has received the country. So Balgan, you're going to be the delegate from USA. From the USA, Janerke, Kazakhstan, Ruzil from Malaysia, Aitolkhan, Russia, Linure, China, and we have, okay, we some members are joining. So I think you're going to represent Brazil. Brazil. Mm-hmm.
Hello, everyone. I'm sorry, what we are supposed to do?
I will explain. Just remember your country, okay?
Okay.
And Sivara, good afternoon. We're just starting, don't worry. Nobody knows what we are going to do. Just remember the countries that I'm telling now. Sivara, I need to give you one more country, and it will be Egypt. Mhm. So everybody has got a country. What will we do? So as it is the beginning of the webinar and it's a warm-up as the beginning of the session, you're going to introduce yourself as a delegate from this country. And what will you do? You'll have about 10, 20 seconds. You need to tell your name, where you're from, and it will be really nice if you greet us with the cultural style of this country. Something specific, it could be, you can turn on I'll write only. Yeah, Sivara, you can use chat. You can use chat. So tell something specific about this country during this period of time and represent your country. So is everything clear? If it is clear, let's start. Any volunteers? We have some delegates from the USA, Malaysia,
Hi, may
Russia.
I start first?
Yes, I'll be really glad.
Hello, I am Ruzil Armiza Shamsir. I am from Malaysia. I am a secondary school teacher. I am teaching English, and the normally in Malaysia we will greet others with "Apa kabar?" Can you repeat after me? Apa kabar?
Let's repeat. Apa kabar? Am I correct?
Yes, apa kabar literally means how are you?
Wow. Apa kabar?
Apa kabar? Yes. Okay, that's all from me.
Could you
Thank
please
you.
tell one
Yeah.
more time your name to be sure that I'll pronounce later it correctly?
Ruzil.
Ruzil. Okay. Ruzil.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Good beginning. So who's going to be next? Maybe delegate of Russia or delegate of Kazakhstan. So, any volunteers? Sivara, you can use chat to send your
Hi,
information.
everyone. My name is
Mm-hmm.
Rasul, and in Kazakhstan we say hi with Salim.
Selam.
Salam.
Okay. Selam Janirke. So, welcome to our session today. Thank you so much, Delegate of Kazakhstan. Delegate of USA, would you like to represent yourself?
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Balkan Ramazanova. I came from the USA. It is all you know that the USA is a great country. So welcome and have a nice day.
Okay, welcome also to our session. Thank you so much, Delegate of the USA. So, next, maybe Delegate of Brazil.
Olá, everyone. This is hello in Brazil. In Brazil, we use Portuguese, and hola, it's very similar to Spanish language.
So, hola, yeah, we should say hola to you. Okay, thank you, Delegate of Brazil. So, Sivara, if you cannot use your microphone, you can use chat. I will read. Ahlan is a yeki. Egyptian people greet each other this way. My name is Sivara, and I work with adults and school graduates. Thank you so much, Sivara. Welcome to our session. And Delegate of Russia. Also, if you cannot use microphone, you can use chat. Don't worry. Just stay tuned and try to be active. And delegate from China. Maybe you'll introduce yourself and represent your country.
So I am from China, yes.
Yes, you are.
So, hi, my name is Yunria. I am from China, and we say "Ni hao ma." It means "How are you?"
Okay, ni hao
Wow.
ma.
Ni hao ma.
Okay, great. Really interesting intercultural communications happening right now. So as you can see, even by greeting, we can show some cultural differences, yes? And it doesn't take so much time, to be honest. And usually when we're talking about language, we also talk about culture. So let's move on. And the question that was asked in the chat, what MUN is? So before moving to the slide, I would like to ask yourself, what do you know about MUN? What MUN is? So you are free to use your microphone, you can use chat box. What do you think what MUN is? 3 letters, MUN. Have you ever heard?
So it's model of United Nations, yeah?
Yes, you're right, Janetke.
When students have special club where they represent different countries and try to solve some problems.
Exactly. Very good. Thank you so much. So actually, Janelke has said the basic information about MUN. So it's a model of United Nations. And what does it mean if we take some keynotes? It's a role play diplomacy. While this practice, our students have an opportunity to research global issues, practice their public speaking, and writing formal resolutions. So, and on the slide, you can see the QR code that you can use, and there you can find some official information, what MUN is and how to conduct this club. As Jean-Marc said, it's actually a school club, but it doesn't mean that it's only about club. So some of you have already answered to this question in the chat, and the answers were like, I have never participated, I have never organized a MUN, and there are some new people now in our session. So please answer to this question using the chat box. Have you ever participated in the MUN? And all together, please answer for the hurt. Okay, I have. Great. And what skill do you want to develop most in your students? What is your focus? Yeah, usually we are thinking like, I would like to improve my students' writing skills, speaking skills. Okay. Thinking, great. Research, communication skills. Okay, so mostly, yeah, we're focusing on communication skills as we are language teachers and we understand that language is a tool for communication and we need to be sure that our students are able to communicate. Critical thinking, creative skills, very good. So I would like to give you some background information about our club. So it's called Phoenix MUN. It's Nazarbayev Intellectual School in Astana. We are working now. It's a fourth year. Actually, we have been working for 3 years, and we have conducted 3 school level conferences for regional and 3 republic. And the last one was internationals. I didn't add the information about the last one. It was in a hybrid format. We had our international participants online and our Republican participants offline. It was great experience actually. And why I'm sharing my experience, because I have seen results. I have seen results where students had improved not only communication skills, to be honest. Of course, they improved their confidence, improved their leadership skills, improved their organizational skills and teamwork. So I think when we are teaching, we don't focus only on writing and speaking. We also focus on their soft skills. How do they communicate with each other? How well can they work in teams? How well can they manage their time? Yeah. So everything that I have said before can be improved during participation to MUN, to be honest, and I have seen it. The main student outcomes, of course, it's a public speaking, because all of them become delegates and they have to represent their country and they have to be stand on scene and speak in front of the audience. The second, academic language. Why? Because there are some rules, and rules, to be honest, are really strict, because there are a list of vocabularies that have to be used and there are a list of vocabularies that are prohibited to use. And mostly the focus is academic language. They have two writings during the MUN conference, and usually it's persuasive writing that also improves their ability to persuade the readers. Critical thinking. I have read some messages in the chat that you would like to improve your students' critical thinking. So I think you can try. You can try, and then you'll share your results. And global empathy and diplomacy, also skills that we need nowadays. When we're talking about communication skill, both fostered and EMEA, of course, public speaking while opening speeches, moderated caucus, and feedback. I'll give you some basic information today, and I can send you some links where you can read detailed information, and even I think, consult you if you're going to implement some parts of MUN for your lessons. You're free to contact me. I'll be really glad to share the information. Active listening. So why we say that listening is also important? Because to be the best delegate at MUN, you shouldn't only speak. You have to be able to listen to others, because there will be two debates, a moderated caucus and unmoderated caucus. And if you are able to listen carefully and take notes while listening, these notes will help a lot during the next part where you need to write resolution. Academic writing, as I said, there will be two papers that students write. It's a position paper and resolution paper. And argumentation skills, while rebuttals, diplomatic phrasing, and interpersonal communication. They have lobbying and informal negotiations, critical thinking, because they have to defend a country's viewpoint regardless of personal opinion. Sometimes it's difficult at the beginning, but by practice, they understand that they are not only like Janar from Kazakhstan. Now I'm a delegate from Ukraine, for example, and I have to be in shoes of citizens of this country. I have to know enough about this country. I need to see at this issue from these eyes, from this eyesight. So if we're talking about which communication skills could be improved, you can see it on the screen. And how it could be improved, we're going to discuss. So something wrong is with my presentation, but nevertheless, we have to try. There, I would like to ask you to be very active. So, shy students can't succeed in MUN is the first statement that we need to discuss about. What do you think about that? Would you agree with this statement? As we are sitting online, we cannot move. Yes? What will we do? If you agree, thumbs up. If you disagree, thumbs down. Show me your reactions. Send your reactions, please. Statement 1. Statement 1. Shy students can't succeed in MUN. I cannot see your reactions. I don't know why. Agree, disagree? No, I see. Shanirki, I see. What about others? Balgan and Janirki have sent their reactions. Shy students can succeed in MUN. You can use chat box if you don't know how to use reactions. So agree, disagree? False. Okay, I see. Olga and Nursul have sent. Why do you think that's false? Why you disagree with that statement? Could you please explain your position? Why do you think so? You can use chat or you can use your microphones. Balgan, Janirke, Olga, Nursul. They should rather be thinking than outgoing. I would agree with you, Olga. Balgan, I think you have chosen that you would agree with that. Yeah, of course, they're too scared to make mistakes, Razil. I would like, yeah, you're right. They're too scared to make mistakes and they prefer not to do anything. They prefer to keep silence and sit in the corner of the classroom. I think it usually happens on our lessons. Yes, we have some students that prefer to keep silence. Of course, shy students are good listeners, and usually they have good analytical skills. They can analyze the information that they have heard and suggest some good resolutions. Keep silent so classmates will not make fun of them if they say something wrong. Yeah, number one problem, unfortunately. Bullying, yeah. Bullying can happen because of that. Okay. Maybe someone would agree with this statement and will have like counter arguments. No one? Okay, let's move to the second statement. So, as many of you have written in the chat, I also disagree with the statement because, as I said before, MUN helps a lot to improve students' confidence and to be sure that they have safe place to share their thoughts and not be judged. And even shy students can succeed in MUN. MUN is more effective than classroom debates. What do you think about it? Also agree, disagree, and try to give argument why you agree or disagree. MUN is more effective than classroom debates. I can understand that it's difficult to see the difference. You have been given only the basic information about MUN. MUN actually is a complex procedure that has several steps before conference, while conference, and after conference. And when we're talking about classroom debates, they also have some steps. Like before classroom, you need to be sure that they have enough information to share. During the classroom, you have to be sure that they have enough vocabulary to speak on this topic. Yes. And then after classroom, we need to give them feedback. MUN also have some steps, and maybe the main difference between MUN and debate will be that in MUN there are two papers that they have to write. Usually in debate we're talking only about speaking skills. So would you agree with the second statement? I cannot see your messages and reactions. Okay, I see. Sorry. Mm-hmm. I have one student who will not say anything because she lost her teeth in an accident. She cannot open her mouth now. It's very sad situation. That's about self-confidence, not shyness. Both are good depending on the organization. Yes, thank you, Olga, for being active. Agree with you. It depends how well organized is the procedure of each of them. Depends on the situation. And they develop different skills. Could you please clarify which skills can be improved during the debate? And MUN, what's the main difference? Both are engaging, depending on the topic. Exactly. There are some topics that will be really boring for them to speak about. Anipa, good afternoon. Thank you for joining and thank you for your answer. MEN is more of reflection of work of colleagues. That's why it is more effective. Okay, I like this answer. Yes, of course, MEN is not the place where you only speak. Yeah. Debate is more spontaneous because your answers usually depends on your opponent's arguments. Yes, you have to be flexible. And the MEN is prepared in advance and it's more analytical, more reflective. Wow, I really like the audience today. You're very open to answer. And the last, communication is more about confidence than facts. What do you think? So MEN is prepared in advance. It means that before the conference, students usually have time, and it's about 2 weeks or a month to research about the country, to get as many facts as they can to be sure that they will be able to use these facts for their arguments. And to be honest, it happens that we have some students who prepare it a lot, they have found enough information, they have done everything, but during the confidence, they usually have troubles because they understand it's difficult for them to communicate with new people. Both, but often it's about confidence. Yes, I would agree. It's mostly about confidence. How confident you are while discussion and while presenting your position. Anybody else? So, Balzan and Ruzil, you have asked in the beginning the question, what MEN is? Is it clear now what MEN is? Yes, thanks. Okay, great. To be honest, I spent about 7 months reading literature about what is MEN, how to conduct. I spent a lot of time. So, but practice taught me a lot. Preparation makes you more confident. Of course, agree with you, Anipa. If you're well prepared, you will be confident. Anipa, could you please introduce yourself? You skipped the beginning of the webinar. Where are you from, and have you got the experience with MEN? Pair, share, speed rounds. So, Rotet, as we are going to use session rooms, I said it in the beginning, please be active during session rooms. You're going to discuss on these prompts. What is the most powerful communication skill for students today? How do you help shy students speak up? How can MEN be more inclusive? So 3 questions to discuss in session rooms. So let me create, now you are 11, so I can create 5 session rooms. You'll have 2 minutes to discuss, and I'll send the questions in the chat. Okay, you are not enough now. unfortunately. Please join session rooms. Anipa is from Shenzhen. Айтолхан, Olga, could you please join the session rooms? Olga, could you please check the menu line because I have created session room.
I have nothing there, sorry.
I don't know why. Just a minute, I'll check.
Hello.
So Olga, Айтолхан, Жанерке, as there are some problems with your session room, you can discuss there. It's okay. And you have 2 minutes. Can you see the questions?
Yeah.
I have sent them also in the chat. So please discuss and share your thoughts and ideas. So as I know, Айтолхан has troubles with microphone, so it means that Айтолхан, you can use chat box. Olga, if you can use your microphone, you can start.
Well, I don't actually understand the first question, but for the other two, I would say that I use lots of different strategies with my students, including prepared speeches and including classroom debates. I have been working with a group of students, training them, helping them to prepare for MUN. And MUN is inclusive. I mean, it's only the point of interest of the students. If they are interested in that, then there is nothing else that can stop the student from taking part or from being included and actively engaged, let's say. Yes, that's what I believe.
Thank you so much, Olga, for sharing your thoughts and ideas. And I have heard, I have not heard, I have read your message in the chat that co-trainer suggested you to dive into conference observers and read about it. Yeah. Unfortunately, nobody gave me this suggestion. Because of that, I spent more than 7 months just reading the theory about that. And as soon as I went to the conference, of course, it was really clear. What is it?
It changes everything. Do you agree?
Yes. Okay, Janirke, if you cannot use your microphone, you can use chat box, and I will invite others to share their ideas.
Okay, so for first question, we can start by pair work, especially for shy students. I think it's better to start with small group of students, and also presentation when we give them some topics and they prepare, then present their speech. How do you help shy students speak up? Of course, during the lesson, some students, even if they know correct answer, they won't answer until you ask them. Naming, I mean. And MUN, in our school there is an MUN club, but I haven't taken part in it, and I know only basic information about it. More inclusive, maybe. When we, how to say, when we explain students,
We're back.
when we explain them rules clearly.
When the instructions are given, yes, detailed instructions. Of course. Okay, thank you, Ranirke. Thank you, Olga. I'm happy to see that you're back, but not all session rooms are there. So session room 1 and 4, they're still discussing, I think. Okay, so now, while your discussion, which skill have you chosen as the most powerful communication skills for students today? Any volunteers from session rooms? I hope that you have discussed in sessions. Have you discussed?
Yes, we have discussed in the breakout room with our partner.
Okay, and how do you help shy students speak up? What strategies do you usually use?
From my experience, the shy students, they need time. We need to give them time. Need to coach them first because they have to get out from their fear of speaking first. And it takes not only 1, 2 sessions, but many sessions before they can actually be confident. That is from my experience.
Thank you, Ruzil, for sharing your experience. What about other colleagues who would like to share? What do you usually do when there are some shy students who wouldn't like to speak in the lesson?
you give some opportunity to shy students and you trigger them to talk by your reflection of your work, by the style of the colleagues' work. It's a whole huge work, reflection of colleagues to make students talk, to make them feel free to talk.
Okay, thank you, Anipa. Of course, we have to be sure that it is a safe and appropriate atmosphere in the classroom, yes, and to give reflection for their speaking. Yes, if you cannot use microphones, please send your answers in the chat.
And
Yes,
maybe also when they work in a group, when they present something in a group, they feel more confident than presenting something alone.
Yes, agree with you, Janet. Thank you so much. Group work helps a lot. And we have an answer in the chat. Pay them with active students. And Nursulu has shared that she gives them pictures to describe. Okay, Nursulu, could you please clarify age group of your students? And how often do you use pictures? How easy they can describe it? Role plays, also good, yes. Also good. And it also needs some practice, yeah, role plays, because if student is shy, even role play would be challenge for those students. I'm not sure with pronunciation of your name, under 12, 13 years old, yeah. Okay. So, Zeboniso Murodova, yes. Could you please tell how often do you pair your students, your shy students or less able students with active ones, and how do they usually behave? When students behave like someone else, they are a bit more relaxed. Yes.
Okay. By writing this, Hello?
Good afternoon.
Hello?
Hello, hi.
Can I speak?
Yes, of course. You're welcome.
Hello?
We can hear you. You can speak. Are there any troubles with connection? I think there are some troubles. Balun, could you please share your experience? If I'm not mistaken, you're a private tutor, yeah? Do you usually work with individual students or you work with groups?
Nowadays, I mostly work with individual students, one-on-one classes mostly. If students are shy, I try to help them, try to ask more questions in order to get them to understand and involve into the session by eliciting, maybe asking some extra questions, by giving some hints.
Okay, thank you, Balun, for sharing your experience. So I think we can move on. And we are going to have simulation now. I see that some of you have some troubles with connection. That's really pity. So let's move to simulation. I will form a group, I think 3 groups, and you'll get your country. You'll have time for preparation and speak. What will you do? You'll be assigned to a breakout room, and each group gets a country card. I'll share it in the chat. Prepare a 1-minute speech on the motion, and you'll hear 2-3 groups after 5 minutes. So you'll have 5 minutes to be ready. That is a motion that we're going to speak about. Climate change is the #1 global threat. I think it's a common topic for all age groups. Yes, we discuss about that.
Okay, ready.
So I'll create session room. Please join them to be sure that you'll be able to speak. You'll have 5 minutes to discuss and divide your roles, who is going to start, how will you represent your country, etc. So let me open session rooms and we will start. Please join session room. So session room 1. Okay, I see. Aytolkhan, please join session room 2. Zeboniso, please join session room 3. We need to start. Can you hear me? Okay, I see.
Hi, there is no one at room 3. Hello? There is nobody at breakout room 3. Oh, now I cannot hear you.
I see that there are some troubles with breakout rooms. I don't know the reason.
I was there and then I waited, but nobody came in.
Okay, you can stay there and prepare. Maybe I told him if you can use chat box, you can communicate with Rosil and be ready. And Rosil, if nobody will join, it means that you're going to represent country individually. So Sesh, you were in group 3, yes?
Yep, I was in group 3.
And it means that you're going to represent China.
Okay.
I have sent in the chat that the motion is a climate change and your group, I mean your country is China.
All
So,
right.
so you have time, 5 minutes to quickly find out the information that you're going to share with others about this motion. Okay?
Okay, sure.
So, Ruzil, we have less than a minute, and others will join us. As soon as they join, we'll start our simulation.
Okay, we'll just wait here while preparing. May I ask question?
Yes, of course.
Last year the conference was held in Almaty, right? 2025.
Yes.
So I heard this year is going to be in Astana.
We are planning to have it in several cities. And I think as soon as the information will be clarified with venues, we are going to announce it via our social media and newsletter.
Yeah, because we are very eager to go.
We'll be very glad to see you.
Yeah, last year we made all the preparations, and then one of our group members, she got to go for Hajj in Makkah. And last year was in June, so we cannot join. So hopefully this year we heard it's going to be in August. So hopefully we can go to Kazakhstan and share our mini research.
Wow, great. We'll be really glad to see you there.
All right. Thank you. Inshallah, I'll see you there.
Hope so. So let's start. I think all sessions have been closed. Yes, everybody is here. So let's start. Who would like to start? Kazakhstan, Canada, or China? Who is ready?
China.
China. Okay, let's start.
Hello, ni hao ma.
Ni hao ma.
I am from China. I'm representing my country, China, and in order to tackle the issue of climate change, we are very committed. We have very big cities like Shanghai, we have Beijing, and also because we are a big country, we invest in solar power and also wind power. And we want to encourage our people in China to not leave carbon footprints, meaning we use more public transport, we save our energy, and also recycle. Don't forget recycle, the 3 R's: recycle, reuse, and reduce. And other than that, we will try to eat less meat. Okay, if you ask me how eating less meat can help, it is because when we eat less meat, there will be less gas emission from the greenhouse, because agriculture contributes to the emission of gas and also deforestation. And that's all from China. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of China. Thank you so much. So, Delegate of Canada. Where is the Delegate of Canada? Okay, Delegate of Kazakhstan.
Good day, dear participants of our little mini conference of global warming and its effects in the world. We are representing Kazakhstan. Global warming may cause different effects, such as living of the banks of the rivers. We had such problem in northern parts of Kazakhstan. But if there can appear a hole in the ozone layer, and it means that ultraviolet light can pass without any obstacle to, and it may cause different illnesses in children and in adults, and it will cause the decreasing of amount of photosynthetic reactions in plants, and it means that high levels of carbon dioxide and other gases will be in the atmosphere, and there will be less green masses produced, and the exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen will decrease. And that's the main threat to our, and we should use less deodorants to not make holes in the atmosphere of our country. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.
Thank you, Delegate. Thank you, Delegate of Kazakhstan, for sharing so many details. So, Delegate of Canada. The stage is
Okay,
yours.
Canada. In Canada nowadays is facing various issues related to climate change. These climate changes depend on the region. Canada is facing different kinds of climate change, such as global warming, flood, severe wild fires, droughts, and so on. If to take the warming, it is becoming more. It is becoming 4 times faster than in the Arctic. So people are suffering. Not only people, but the local regions, local nature is suffering from these droughts. Even the oceans are becoming, water in the ocean is becoming more warmer. The quality of water is becoming bad, more salty, acidic. This is very bad for the sea animals, sea creatures. They can easily die. It is very harmful, and the region is suffering from a severe warming. So thank you for your attention, for your listening.
Okay, great. Thank you, Delegate of Canada. Thank you. I see some comments from Delegate of Kazakh. One cultural difference: eating less meat is impossible for Kazakh people. So we can try all other options except this one. Yes, I was thinking about this issue when Ruzil said about eating less meat. I said, no, it's not about Kazakhstan. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it seems for us kind of impossible issue. But we will try. We will promise, yes, Jean-Luc? Thank you for this comment. So thank you so much, dear delegates. So actually, it's not MUN itself. The part that you have participated, it's only opening speech. So, and it's only like, to be honest, it's about 10% of the MUN itself. Could you please share with your thoughts and ideas? Was it easy for you to speak on this topic? Was it easy or challenging for you to think about which arguments and facts will you share? Is it easier for you to work individually or in pairs? How was it? You can use chat or you can use your microphone. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Please.
we can hear you.
Great.
So I think it's easier when we work in pairs rather than alone, because we share some arguments. And also, clear instructions is very important, because in breakout rooms we were just discussing global warming, but not from the perspective of Kazakhstan.
Okay, that was my fault because I have sent a message, but I didn't tell in advance which country you're going to talk about. Yes. Thank you for your comment, Ranirke. So, as I said, it's only beginning of MUN session. And usually after opening speech, we have moderated caucus where every delegate represent a motion to discuss and they discuss on this topic. And then we have unmoderated caucus where students are free to walk around the classroom to communicate with any of delegates. And after and moderated caucus, they create their blocks where they make up resolution itself, they write it and present it for voting. So when you are conducting conference, usually it takes more than 1 day, usually it takes 2 days. And of course, it's a lot of work, a lot of effort in advance to prepare everything. But when you are enjoying the procedure, how everything is going on, you understand that everything is clear and everything is good at this moment. So, and let's think about delegate. You were delegates today, yes? You were in the shoes of the delegates. Let's see. If I ask you to list do's and don'ts for MUN delegates, it means do's and don'ts that we need to tell to our students before MUN. What do they need to think about? What they can do, what they shouldn't do. Also, you can use microphone or you can use chat. Do's and don'ts. According to today's session, what can delegates do?
So, respect each other,
Mm-hmm.
listen to each other.
Listen, respect. What about don'ts? Ruzil, have you got any ideas about do's and don'ts? Alvan? Active listening. Okay, so do's. Research here assign the country's position. It's very important, yes. Use formal and diplomatic language. Listen actively, as it is written in the chat. Give clear speech. Do's, we can speak clear, yes. Use evidence to support your points. Respect other delegates, as Janirke said, and follow the chair's instruction. During the conference, they have chair. Chair is a person who is monitoring and observing the procedure. Don't disturb other countries when they are presenting. Exactly, yes. And don'ts. Don't speak in the first person. Actually, when our students become delegates, we have to inform they to avoid using I think. It will be better if they say it like Canadian people believe or Kazakhstani people think as a as a delegate of Kazakhstan, I would suggest. What else? Don't interrupt or dominate the debate. Go off topic or get emotional. Sometimes it happens. Don't read from a script without eye contact, and don't break the protocol or rules of procedure. So protocol and rules of procedure are usually sent in advance, so delegates have an opportunity, students have an opportunity to get acknowledged with them before the conference, and it's important to follow them. So the question for everybody. So please, I know that you're tired. It's already time to say goodbye, but let's finish it. Let's finish today's section. And answer for this question, where can you use MUN? Of course, I'm not sure that everybody is going to organize conference tomorrow, but where can you use MUN as soon as possible? I mean, in near future. Where and how can you use it? At school, university, yes. Usually MUN clubs are very popular at universities. Almost in every university in Kazakhstan, I know that there is a MUN club. Yes, it's a good practice for English club. Organizing activity of speaking club. In my classroom, in school, my students are teenagers. Some classes we can use it, yes. And for example, if you are learning about ecology, yes. Yes, there are international MUNs. There are many international MUNs. So you can participate to this MUN conferences with your students. You can organize your MUN conference at school. You can use it during the lesson. You can use one part of MUN like we did today, yes? Like opening session or position paper. You can have moderated caucus or unmoderated caucus as a part of your lesson. Depends on your lesson objective, of course. So yes, you can use it in your classroom during your lesson. As you can open club if you're working at school, or you can open English speaking club and make one session of MUN during the sessions, school-wide project. And of course, you can use it as a tool for preparation for speaking and writing exams. So I hope that everything was clear today. If you have any questions, you can ask right now. You can use your microphone, you can use chat. If you'd like to be connected, let's connect. There is my Instagram, and you can see my email. Feel free to ask questions. If I know the answer, I'll be really glad to share. So, any questions, any suggestions, recommendations? Maybe it will be better if I clarify anything.
No questions. Janar, thank you. It was very interesting. Sorry.
Thank you, Janirke. Even with a little baby on your hands, you are very active today. Okay, so I know that by the tradition of our webinars, we need to take a screenshot. Could you please turn on your cameras for a few seconds? I will take a screenshot. Aytulkhan, hello. Okay. So let's look. Let's smile. Hello. Great. Wow. You have some partners. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being active. It was a very interesting session, something new to me to learn. Thank you. Thank you, Zbanisa. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think you have some troubles with connection, but you have written your comments. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope that the information was really useful. So don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. I will be really glad. Ruzil, I will be really glad to see you in Astana. So enjoy your day. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was very interesting.
Thank you, Zvanisa. I really appreciate your feedback.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you, Balan.